Hey guys, what's going on? Flip Otaku back again, and today we're doing a Blu-ray review for Arrow Video's new box set of Graveyards of Honor. Now, both of these directors are very prolific. You got Takashi Miike and Kinji Fukasaku. Kinji, you probably know him from his Battles Without Honor and Humanity series, or sadly his last film, Battle Royale. And Takashi Miike needs no introduction. He's done everything from Blade the Immortal to Ichi the Killer, from Audition to Terraformars live action adaptation. Both these guys are some of the best Japanese directors of all time. Two of my personal favorites. So when Arrow Video announced this out of the blue, it piqued my interest. Because not only are they two of my favorite directors, these are two of the best Yakuza films ever. And I mean that. And as someone who loves gangster movies in general, these films are amazing. Now, they're both based on the same source material, which is a novel based on a real Yakuza member named Rikiko. Now, while they are based on the same source material, both these films feel vastly different while hitting the somewhat of the same story beats. So Kinji's film came out in 1975, and if you have seen any of Kinji's previous films, you know that he has a very visceral and raw directing style, and it is showing here 100%. Now, at times, his film feels like a documentary, mostly because there is a person narrating some of the stuff that's happening in this film. While both films have that, the way it's done in Kinji's film feels like it's an actual documentary. And he's also spliced together some real footage from Japan during the post-World War II era. And overall, his film is just really, like I've been saying, it's very gritty. It feels like you're watching something that is happening in real time. Like every time the action starts, Kinji's camera is constantly moving. You feel like you're in the thick of the chaos. Now, Takashi Miike's film, if you've seen any Miike's movies, you know he's a little bit over the top. And he always likes to leave things with a bang, and that's exactly what he does here. Both films pretty much in the same way, it's just the amount of blood is vastly different. So Miike's version uses buckets and buckets and buckets of blood. But the real star from the set is the actor. I forget his last name, but his first name is Goro, and he plays Rikiko in Takashi Miike's version, and he nails it, knocks it out of the park. When you're watching a movie, you want someone to root for, and then in these movies, there is no one to root for because everyone on screen is a bad person, especially the main character. He does some very terrible acts: sexual assault, murder, betrayal, drugs. Like he's just a terrible person. But Goro's acting is so damn good. You are glued to him. Every word. He has this really nice bravado in the way he presents himself. And in Kinji's version, the main character is a little bit more self-pitying. He kind of, is always, he feels bad for himself. And in Miike's version, the actor kind of owns up to his shittiness a little bit more. And I really enjoyed it. Both these films, like I said, are some of the best Yakuza films. And this is an incredible set. So we're going to take a look at the artwork here. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but the lettering looks and feels, well, not looks and feels, but it looks like it's done in patches. So I'll show you the artwork for Kinji's version first. Very much fits the style of that film. And then Miike's artwork might be some of my favorite Blu-ray artwork of the year. That is just, there's the main character. And also that's the other thing. This picture reminded me. Goro has a amazing perm, like 90% of the film. Just an incredible perm. I'm really jealous as someone who is losing my hair. It's growing everywhere else. It's just not growing up here. I was super jealous to see that. But this is a very symbolic photo because he's got a bunch of skeletons in his perm, and yeah, it's just, man, these films are brutal. You also get a really nice booklet with a history on these films and the person as well, along with some screenshots. Arrow has done a pretty good job. There's also a really good documentary on the Miike disc that I watched and thoroughly enjoyed myself. So both discs aren't loaded with supplemental materials, but the stuff that is there is pretty damn good. Overall, one of my favorite releases of the year. I highly recommend it. But sadly, Diabolical DVD has come out and said that this set is almost out of print, like even before it launched. So if you can find this on Amazon, if you can find it on Diabolical DVD or any of your local like smaller mom and pop distributors, I highly recommend you guys pick this up. You will not be disappointed. This gets my highest praise. And yeah, it's one of the best Blu-ray sets of the year. So what do you guys think in the comments down below? Have you guys seen these movies? If not, have you seen any Kenji's films? Have you seen any Miike's films? Let me know below, and let's talk. Let's talk about movies. So I'll see you guys next time.